We're in today with the GTX 280. This is a 2008 video card with 240 shaders. It's got 1 GB of VRAM GDDR3, 602 MHz on the core clock, and 1107 MHz on the memory clock. 512 bits bus width, DirectX 10, and today we got 2 of them in SLI, paired up with this i7 4th Gen with 4 cores and 8 threads. For some reason, the second video card didn't like Windows 10, and apparently with Windows 7, it's working. I think the best thing we can do for this is jump in a couple of games and see how the SLI kit is working. Let's go. Let's start with Crysis, because when I was here with only one video card, I had around 50, 57, 60 FPS or something like that on medium with 1080p. Yes, I remember saying that in order to get higher quality, you have to go on 720p and put high details. But in this case, you can actually see that 80, 70 FPS with 2 video cards. It's very interesting to see with medium details, you know. It's more constant than the previous, because that one was dropping to 40, 50 FPS with one single video card, and it had maximum core load on the video card. Definitely it's working here, and you can actually see that the system is doing fantastic. There's no problem on the system side. I got 4.3 GB of system RAM utilized and 20% load on the CPU side. There is no problem on the system. The only thing I have to be concerned here is with the video cards. If I don't need this amount of FPS, if I don't need this amount of performance, ideal will be to just lock it to 60 FPS and that's it. But I'm on medium details with 1080p in Crysis, and you can clearly see that the quality is here even with this amount of details. But yeah, you can actually see sometimes it's going to hundreds of FPS depending on how you want to play the game, you know. 350 watts from 2 GTX 280s. I mean, they are consuming a lot of power, you know. They are not to be taken for granted here in this case, but definitely in some cases it's working really nice. Look at this. I remember last time I was playing Battlefield 3, I was on 720p with low details. Now I'm on 1080p with medium details with 2 GTX 280s in SLI, and look at this, nearly the same FPS. This is exactly what I need from this, you know. If you're interested on playing a Battlefield with 2 video cards like this, you have the possibility, and it will work really nice. Come on, let's go. Let's see, 80, 100 FPS on average, 900 megabytes of VRAM utilized here. Apparently it's doing a fantastic job. Seriously, I like it. I like this idea of this video card. So in this case, maximum load on the video cards, the memory is being utilized here. There's no problem on utilizing the SLI combo, and temperature sits okay. I had to put 50 millivolts down on the first video card in order to keep it not reaching 80 degrees, but it's 950 and it still runs really nice, you know. Still 602 megahertz on the core clock. In this case, you can literally see that the whole system is doing fantastic. There is no problem on actually delivering this entertainment. I think my opinion will be based on the wattage that this video card, the set is consuming, this SLI set is consuming. I will say 60 FPS, it's okay based on the monitor, you know, because if I don't have 100 hertz monitor or high frequency monitor, I will not use it like this. So I'll put 60 FPS, distress the core, and keep the temperature cool and the wattage low. It will be okay, you know. 60 FPS, it's still okay in this game, and then maybe I can put higher details or something like that. Considering the age of the game, considering the age of the video cards, nah, this is a fantastic performance. Modern Warfare 1080p maximum details. Last time I was here, I had good performance with the video card, but yeah, now I wanted to see 2 of them how they are working. Let's look at that, 50 degrees on my video card that has problems with the temperature. That's how it needs to be. Seriously, I like it. It's got some spikes here and there, but definitely it's working really nice. Do I want to play games that are not like this? No, I want only games like this. You can actually see the performance from this SLI is good. I got the good temperature here. Core frequency is good. Memory frequency is good. All in all, is good. It's working really nice with this SLI combination. The VRAM utilization, it's actually good. 888 on the memory utilization. Come on, that's actually cool to see this amount of VRAM utilized. 91 FPS, I think this is the cap for it, but frame time is good, and based on the wattage that I have, I think this is a decent performance. Maximum details, I like it. Seriously, I like how this game is utilizing the video card. I can't say nothing bad about it because the video card core in this situation, you can actually see it's only utilized at half and it's not stressing the video card. And this is a good thing because majority of the time you can have a lot of fun if you're interested on playing games like this and the video card is not stressed. Even with maximum details, so I will take this as a big win. But if you're jumping in Batman, you're gonna see something really cool. Maximum details, 1080p, and it's 40% load on the cores. I mean, I like it because the GPU likes it with the temperature, you know, but I got 950, 60 megabytes of VRAM utilization. Not even 300 watts power consumption, and I got to see this awesome game running with 280s in SLI. Look at that! Look at those spikes! Where's the spike coming from? From here, like this. Oh yes. Where's the lag coming from? Seriously. La 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 la. Spike, 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 spike. Yeah, it spikes. Nearly 300 watts power consumption. So you can actually see the moment I go outside, I think it's gonna use more than 50% load on the cores, you know? So yeah, I like it. The game is utilizing the video cards. 1 gig of VRAM. The video cards are maxed out on the VRAM side, but the core is stays around 60% load. But it keeps climbing. The more it has to work, the more you go on the map, you know, and a couple of spikes here and there, you know, but all in all, it's doing a fantastic job. This is a game that needs to be added on an SLI kit like this, you know, so I like it. Seriously, I like this performance. There is no denying. So in Batman 2 GTX 280s is fantastic, you know, there's no problem on actually utilizing this. I mean, it's beautiful. It was meant for this. It was meant to be played with NVIDIA. But if we're jumping in Saboteur, this is something similar like Batman, and I think this is a very good game that runs on SLI too. See, you can actually see 50% load on the video cards, only 300 megabytes of VRAM utilization, and yeah, all in all, this game is utilizing similar like Batman, you know, and I like it, seriously, with less VRAM utilization. But if you're interested on playing games that don't work on XLI, good for you. But for me, this type of game is more entertaining. The VRAM stays on the same place, the utilization is on the same load. Based on the temperature, I will say it's okay, you know. In this case, definitely working really nice. I maxed out everything. The only thing it's possible now to do is if you have a better monitor, it go like 1440p. I claim when 1440p, but I didn't know the, you know, performance, what the video card and the system is doing. In this case, you can see that the system doesn't have any problem. 5.3 gig of system RAM being utilized, you know, doesn't have any problems with smokes and stuff like that, and barely 20% load on the CPU with 20-25 watts consumption. But overall performance is good based on the wattage, you know, that I have now. I mean, under 300 watts. So yeah.
Ich hab keine mehr. Dann hol welche. Jetzt. Oder du kannst eine Vogelatrin in Dienst haben. Du kannst wirklich ein Arschloch sein, Bauer.
I thought it's gonna break him. Warhammer 1080p maximum details. I mean, come on, what do you expect? Damn. That was really funny, seriously. So I was like, man, Warhammer is working really nice. So the first video card, I had to move it on the second slot and put a fan underneath so it can blow a cold air on it. So it got 77 degrees on it. The moment it's reaching 90, something like that, it just shut down the computer. It's not funny, seriously. So I got nearly 400 watts consumption with the SLI kit, 90% load, 300 megabytes of VRAM utilization, maximum details, 1080p. I think this is one of those games that needs to be added on your list. Nice performance, nice VRAM utilization. Everything is good here, seriously. Everything is good in this situation with this system. The quality is good. There is no error in the SLI. Everything is fantastic. So I will take this as a big win because this is the type of game I need on the computer. Nearly 200 FPS, and I got 405 watts consumption. 83 degrees already in a team fight. I'm getting a lot of heat from the video cards in a fight like this. I remember when I came with the Titans here, I was like, man, that's a different type of performance. But now I realize the power of those video cards. I remember how low the utilization was on the cores, on the load. I managed to see on those Titans running the game on 1080p with ultra details with barely any load on the cores, seriously. But now you can actually see both of the video cards are reaching 95% load on the cores, 700 megabytes of VRAM utilization, 340 watts consumption. So all in all, the video card is doing the job, but you can see how they are being utilized. You know, GTX 280 in SLI apparently is doing the job. This is the perfect game for this type of setup, you understand? So if you have a game like this with 60 FPS, that's it. There's no problem. You can adjust maybe the resolution and the details in order to get the perfect combination, you know, FPS, load, because some people will say, yeah, I don't want 350 watts, you know, consumption to play a game, you know, for a couple of hours, you know, can we make it 200? Yeah, medium details, 900p, 720p, and 100% sure you'll get around 200 watts consumption. If you're interested on playing games that are not compatible, you know what? Just take this SLI cable out and leave one video card inside, and that's it. You managed to see last time what we did with one video card only. And even one video card is good, but two of them, double the fun. Do I like the setup? Yes, I like it, and I really recommend something like this because it's a fantastic performance overall. Seriously, it's 280s in SLI. It's just a treat, seriously. I like how it's working, and if you have them, it's just fun for all games. Of course, retro games, old machine, you know, if you're interested with a newer operating system or to only a newish game or something online like we did in the previous video, I think one is enough. One thing I do want to point out, because the previous thing that I said with the 280, they are still valid today, so you have to be careful the quality of the video card and the thermal paste on it. One thing I do want to point out is the PCI Express speed. It's X8, because I have an M2 SATA and I realize the moment I take it out, it's working with X16, and the moment I put the second one, it's with X8 because of that M2 SATA. So every time I was using SLI here, they were X8, I think, and I have to look in the future to get a SATA hard drive in order to deactivate that M2 so I can get full speed on the first video card. So comparing this setup today that I have with SLI, there's two GTX 280 in SLI versus one on similar games, it was nearly double the performance. So if you're interested on actually playing like this, you need to take into consideration the bandwidth on the PCI Express. That's it. If you have any suggestion for this SLI combination or for the system, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.